You're gonna go to live things like this. I don't know how to go live again. Oh, hey, 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 you guys. I would like for you guys to like, subscribe,
Like,
share.
share, and subscribe. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl, Angel Divine, but y'all already knew that.
It's Teach from the podcast.
Yes.
We're going to get started in exactly 2 minutes. We're going to finish setting up real quick and then we're going to reintroduce ourselves.
How do I? There we go.
Got it? We're good?
It shows all my little bumpy bumps. Oh, we don't.
Lord have mercy.
They know how I am. They've been rocking and rolling with us for a long time, okay?
Hmm.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Scroll, Fonzie.
And I think I just need to sit this way. Okay.
Okay. I'll be good.
Hey, y'all. Hey, it's your girl, Angel Divine, but y'all already knew that.
Hey, you guys, welcome to our very first Wednesday story time. We are so excited. We are doing story time on Wednesdays now, you guys. For those of you who do not know who I am, I'm Teach from the podcast.
And I'm your girl, Angel Divine, but y'all already knew that.
And today we have a guest, Miss Yonnie. So I would like for you guys to.
Are we live on Facebook?
We are.
Oh, I wasn't ready yet. I thought we was just practicing for up
there.
there. On the top, I'm in my drop top.
So we're gonna do this again, y'all.
All
I'm gonna make sure that all the platforms get it. So if you came in late, don't worry, because we're gonna do it one more time.
Hey. All right, I think we are. Hold on.
That's it.
We
We at what?
it ain't start yet. We
The phone.
I don't know.
Okay. So
Y'all, hey, it's your girl Angel Divine, but y'all already knew that.
Miss Teach from the podcast.
Hey, we got a guest today.
We got a guest today, y'all. Our very first guest on Story Time. Y'all help us welcome Miss Yonnie to the platform, you guys.
Oh, let's let them hear. Clap.
Um, we're so crazy. But yeah, we got Miss Yonnie on the platform, y'all. We're gonna welcome her. We're gonna give her the floor. We're gonna allow her to tell her truth. And you guys, we just want you guys to remember that every Wednesday we're looking for a guest to come on and you are able to share your story, whatever it may be. This is absolutely a safe zone. So we look forward to hearing from you. We look forward for you guys coming. And yeah, so share.
Like, share, subscribe.
So hi, Miss Yanni. How are you today?
I'm lovely.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, first, we want to extend a warm welcome. We are so grateful to have you here. It means so much that you have entrusted us to come out and just tell your story, to tell us about yourself. So, before we get started with your story, we want to give you the opportunity to tell the audience where they can find you at, if you got content that you want them to see.
Life with Yanni on all platforms. That is YONNIE. And yep, that's me.
All right, all right, all right.
Yes, it is exciting. So y'all already know we do this thing every Monday. It's this is a God led platform. So we decided to add another day to invite our wonderful followers and viewers out so they can. This is y'all safe space. This is for everybody, not just us. So come on down.
Because we want everybody to live in peace. And in order to live in peace, you got to be able to get out whatever it is that needs to come out.
Free yourself. You gotta
So,
feel it.
to
Free yourself from it. You gotta face it, feel it, and then
Mhm.
free yourself from it. So
Absolutely,
thank you so
absolutely.
much for coming and trusting us to get this thing out here.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, for the audience and for those of us who don't know Yanni, who is Yanni? Can you tell us who is Yanni?
Well, I'm a mother of three. I'm 28. I have basically lived in Lansing my whole life. I'm just back here for a little while I get things together, and I'm going to Oklahoma to get to know my grandmother better.
Okay. Okay.
Do
That's
you plan on moving?
Really, I just gotta make sure I got all my ducks in a row. So I really don't know right now, but gotta get my money up right now. So that's what I'm working on.
okay. Cool.
You've lived here forever?
Yes,
This
yes.
gonna be your first time leaving Michigan?
Living outside of Michigan, yes. I visited multiple places, and we stayed in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, but yeah, that's it.
Oh, girl, when you leave, don't come back. I came back. Don't you come back.
I'm not even from Michigan, and I came and it seemed like I'm here. But nevertheless, I'm blessed and highly favored. If I wasn't here, I wouldn't been able to meet y'all. So
Be able to do
there's a
this.
purpose for everything. For everything. Okay, so Miss Yanni, it was nice to meet you. I'm saying this for the viewers, for those who just meeting you for the first time. And we want to hear your story. We want to know how you get here from where you were. First of all, we want to know where were you, and then how did you get to the point of where you are now? If that make any sense.
Well, I have been through a lot of trials and tribulations so far. I've always been a hard-headed person. I gotta go find out myself kind of person. And I mean, I lost a daughter. I did give birth to three daughters. I lost one a few years ago. I kind of found myself like in this rough space where I like hated God, was depressed, doing drugs, just really zoned out. How could you take my baby from me when I know I'm such an awesome mom? And I know all these other people that's not such an awesome mom, in my opinion. So it's kind of hard to build myself back up after that. But I finally made it, and I'm here, and I mean, our relationship is way better than ever before. So I'm grateful for that.
That's awesome. So take you back to um the place when you lost your baby. Uh, I can only imagine that you was in a really, 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 really tough headspace. I can only imagine. How did you get through it? I mean, like, did you have any support?
Not really. I mean, the only support system I would say I had would be my ex fiance. Everybody that was around me in the middle in the mix. They kind of just supported me socially, but nobody ever really like came and knocked on my door to understand that I was overeating and different things was going on with me, and I just kind of just was in this funk that I couldn't get myself out of. But I really just feel like my kids is really what got me through it. I got to be stronger for them, and I have to get to the bottom of things so I can be a better mother for the kids that I do have still.
How long ago was it when you lost your baby?
Oh, well, she was 6 months, and she would be 5, so about 5 years ago.
When you found her?
What do you mean by that?
Like, did you find her dead?
Yes, yes, I was the one who found her dead. By the time I got there, she was like bluish, so it was real crazy. I had never seen anything like that, like not even in a movie. So yeah, it was my. I'm a DSP, so I do like take classes and things like that for like CPR, but never did I do that on a baby.
Right.
And when I did, it was my baby. The police was walking me through it, and she was supposed to be a Christmas baby, but she ended up coming out November 2nd. Her name is Nazari Simone Jones. Um, and so that was the first child that I had where she had to stay at the hospital for 2 weeks. I had two before then. They came right home with me. At this point, I'm like 22 or something, 23, three kids.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
lot. Barely didn't even know who I was, let alone to be a parent at the time.
Right.
It was a lot. One thing I never did was abandon my kids.
Right.
Anybody that knows me know that, I don't know where I would be without them. They are me. But yeah, I found her, and The police walked me through it, and they were like, use your two fingers, and she just throw up just started blowing out of her nose, her mouth. It was horrible. Um, and they said that she aspirated her to sleep because her lungs wasn't fully developed enough, so no one heard her. At the time, me and my mother would smoke cigarettes, and we would smoke upstairs in the bathroom. So when I got home, my mom was upstairs smoking, the baby's downstairs. Nobody can hear what's going on. She was supposed to be asleep, but she was throwing up. Yeah.
So sorry to hear that.
That was your last baby.
Yes. I just don't know if I can do it again.
Yeah.
Even though I always wanted a boy, I had three girls, so something in me is telling me to, but that was the worst pregnancy. Also, I had never been through so much pain, so I'm just like,
So, do you feel comfortable with talking about the drug use? Like, how did it get started? Like, what kind of drug it was?
Just like surrounding yourself with the wrong people. I'm real heavy on that today. I don't deal with nobody. I stay at home. I deal with my kids because whether you a strong minded person or not, you know what I'm saying, just having the wrong people, your energy will rub off me. You know what I'm saying? So I connected with the wrong people at a young age, and they got me doing drugs, and I stopped when I found out that I was pregnant, and the stress of me being so young and just getting out of high school and being pregnant, you know what I'm saying? That was a lot. So I found myself doing dabbing. I had my second daughter, and that's when it was pretty much a wrap. I stopped. It was like for 6 years or something like that. Um, then I found myself doing pills for like 6 to 7 months. I had to get that in order because I'm a mom first, and at the end of the day, I'm not a perfect mom.
No one is.
But at the same time, pressure makes diamonds. And at the end of the day, who I am today is so awesome. It's crazy. It's like I wouldn't take back anything that I ever done in my life because I learned lessons from it, and I feel like I know what not to do now.
Right.
So, yep. So I am sober. Been sober for quite some time, even with my little run that I did. But it's a difference when you're like doing something for years and then you stop, and then you don't do it for years, and then you find yourself for a few short months doing something else. So I don't really look at that like that was really all of that, but it did happen. So yeah, but it wasn't all of that. It was a few months, and I got my life right back on track. So thank God for that.
So in the midst of you doing drugs, it wasn't like you know how some people can do drugs and young and old, and it kind of take them from their family, and they start doing things that like, dang, I wouldn't have done this if I was in my right mind.
Um, Not really. I am a very level-headed person. Um, Never have I ever let my stuff get turned off. Never have I ever let something weird happen in my house. You know what I'm saying? I don't, I don't, it's one thing to let it do you, and it's another thing to let, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like I always paid. I have what I have for my party. You know what I'm saying? And I party when my kids were asleep. So it was never like we neglected them, or you know what I'm saying. Everything always ran smoothly. But it's just the point. Like, how much do you love them if you can't love yourself?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was like at the time when I was doing cocaine years ago, it was people that was on the same plate as me, and the next day they on the news. So I'm like, right now is the time for you to decide: do you want to live or do you want to die? Like,
Right.
you have kids, and I don't have anyone that I feel like I would be willing to give my kids to if I wasn't here.
Right.
So what am I like? I can't play like that. So
Mhm.
yeah,
I totally understand that.
So like, I want to when it comes to telling your life story, I like to dig deep.
that's
You
fine.
know, we have to face the child, the little girl we're with. So we have to face the little girl. Tell me about the little girl. The little girl in you. Did she grow up? Is she still in you trying to grow up? Is she still trying to find herself?
I'm grown up now. I would say so. There's always stuff to learn, and I want to be the person that keeps learning. So, but as a little girl, I was always like a tomboy, very family oriented, overprotective. I have this scar right now on my forehead for the rest of my life because a little boy, when Allen was open, um, Allen's school, a little boy wanted to be my boyfriend. I'm like, you can't even out push up me. Like, you want to be my boyfriend. I'm tougher than you. And he knew he couldn't beat me up, so he took off his backpack and hit me with it, and I fell down the stairs.
Loving basketball type stuff.
Yeah. And he's seen me years later. He's like, "You're beautiful. I'm so sorry." And I just really feel like that's because my family on the other side had caught up with him. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And for the longest, I used to always wear bangs and things like that. And the moment I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, I'm like, every hairstyle I ever wanted, I have to wear because I want her to know that she is that, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't make, and that was like the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
It never stopped nothing. It didn't stop nothing.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love that. I love
Yes,
that.
and you are a dang sure fine girl with or without that scar.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, wear it gracefully.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Somebody did just comment. Pressure make diamonds. So yes, ma'am. Thank y'all for loving on us. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all have any questions, so this is story time, ladies and gentlemen, and our viewers. So if there's anything that you would like to ask her, feel free to ask.
I just wanted to know, like, if you, what do you want to tell the little girl now? Your little self, the young girl who secretly, had questions or secretly was abused in any kind of way or, felt alone. What do you want to tell her now?
Um, so much. It's so much I would like to tell her. This ain't period. You know what I'm saying? You don't need anybody. You don't need to be around anybody. You don't need to be like anybody, which I never was that type of person. Like I said, over the time, while you're finding yourself, you realize, like, that rubbed off on me. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
I'm moving a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? So just stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their like young and like flirtatious ways when they're growing up, and I just wish I would have knew more then. Like the body is a temple. At the end of the day, like your spirits is rubbing off on me, and I don't even know why I'm in this weird mood today because you're in a weird mood. You don't eat healthy, but everything else is working out. But I'm wondering why I'm feeling some smelling some type. You know what I'm saying? That's stuff that you really didn't know as a younger girl. Now that I am 28, it's like I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I have what I have for me, and I don't have to settle. You know what I'm saying? Me and God is my best friend. I don't need nobody to talk to. I don't talk to people, and I don't be doing anything but working on me.
So you keep saying we probably just
Yeah,
connected.
you already know. Already know.
But you keep saying you don't need anybody.
Yeah, because for the longest, like I was the only child. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Only time I got to get out was when I was at my TT Toya's house for her kids, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like I always felt like I wanted to be accompanied by somebody else, or oh, I want to take this trip, but I'll rather pay for my friend to go or something like that, so I don't have to go by myself. And it's like, what? You never needed that.
So I used to feel like that too. I don't need nobody. Like we all need somebody.
God.
So yeah, you
No,
have him,
you got
but
God.
we always need somebody because like we can sit and talk. Because God is my eighth one, my main man. You know what I'm saying? I can talk to him about anything and everything and know that he won't judge me. But I still want that person. Like, hey girl, what's up? Let's go eat. Let's go talk. Let's go do this. You still need that person.
Well, I do have that
prayer partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when times get hard and you just need somebody to listen to you and cry. We need. I need that.
Yeah. I really regret not going to therapy. I regret not putting my kids through therapy.
It's not too late.
It's not too late.
But at the same time, I do have friends that I had for the longest. Two friends that I knew since like elementary school. One of them I fell out bad with, and the other one we're still connected. So, and she changed her life totally around, and she's going to church now. She has 3 kids. We connect very well, but I don't feel like I need to reach out to her, or she don't necessarily feel like she needs to reach out to me because it's always the same when we see each other. So if she is busy or whatever going on, she's building herself.
Okay, so I just want to say that first of all, the Bible said no man is good to be alone. That's one thing I want to point out. And the next thing I want to say is when you think about needing somebody, it doesn't have to be a friendship.
Yeah.
And it does not have to be a man. It's just someone who has your best interest.
Yeah.
Someone who you can go to and you can just cry your eyes out and they will not judge you. They would wrap their arm around you. They will help. They will help you put your pieces back together. You know, everybody needs somebody. We are so into this trend to think that we can do it all by ourselves. But even God said that we can't.
I guess if it comes down to that, my grandmothers are my best friends.
Okay, so
They're still living.
Yeah,
That's a blessing.
so
So
that's
someone
your
asked you a question. Um, sorry, y'all, get out my face. Joking.
She gonna put it
But
in her face and say, "Get out my
I
face."
can't even see. I don't
Okay.
got my glass on, but it says now that she's overcome and is in a place of reflection. What are yours?
My desires is to own a
Oh
home.
my God, I'm so sorry. Did you see how her face just lit
Lit up?
up?
Yes.
Oh,
I have big
goodness.
dreams. I always have big
Go
dreams. If you
ahead.
know me, you know that.
Talk about it, baby.
So my grandmother is about to retire in Oklahoma for driving the city buses, and my plans are to go there and take her spot basically. Let her get to know her grandbabies better. I want to own a home. That's like one of my biggest things right now. So I can start like marking down how tall my kids are, have something to leave for them. You know, start building some type of revenue at my age. But yeah, that's pretty much that's my biggest aspiration.
Growth. That's good. That's really
awesome.
good.
That's
That's
awesome.
really good. So, so of course, you know, every day we're still. I guess this is a question for last one. This the question I'm about to ask is going to be a question that I would ask.
Okay. Okay. So, let me see.
I have another question.
Okay, go ahead, because I don't.
So, like, because you know,
I can't. They ain't coming up. I can't see.
yeah. So, because how do I want to put this? So, have you dealt with anything like were you ever molested or anything like ever?
No, but I mean, so close to like you know, it was a situation where they had all the children in the all the children like in the living room, and then it was like a cousin with a mental disability, and he came in there trying to get me to go to the bathroom with him, and I'm like, you know, no, that's weird. Then all of a sudden, I go in the bathroom and he got somebody else in there on top of like a little thing, like you know, like a top, like a towel is laid down, and I'm like, something is not right about this. So I went to tell my mom, and they handled the situation, but that's about as close as I got to that, and that was scary.
That's a blessing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
All
definitely
praises to the
scary
Most High.
because that definitely happened in families, and we never and those things are pushed up under the rug in families. So
Exactly. That's what I can't stand that.
yeah, and that's why I asked that question because I mean, not and if you didn't feel comfortable with answering it, you could have told me that. But like these are things that we really deal with in Black households, you know, stuff like this, and then it being pushed up under the rug.
Yeah, or people always saying what somebody won't do. Y'all stop speaking up on what somebody will not do.
Yeah, because they definitely will.
I say that nobody was a rapist until they raped their first person.
But if somebody said it out their mouth, you probably should believe it.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody got to lie.
Yeah. I've dealt with several situations where that
At least check into it.
At least check into it.
And because it don't make sense to you, don't mean it didn't happen.
I mean, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you do? How old are your children?
8 and 9.
8 and 9. Well, you already said that you don't go nowhere. You only go home,
From
work, come home.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much because I'm at a time in my life where I'm building. So, you know, I like to be alone, left with my thoughts so I can think about my next step, plan my stuff out, write it down, figure out my life right now.
So when you were feeling like you're going into that dark space, you don't use the other B word in here, but or I don't. But when you feel yourself slipping into that dark space, how do you get out of it? How do you stay out of that?
I have slipped and I don't know when. I don't slip. I don't slip. I mean, every time I wake up, I pray. When I go to the bathroom, I pray. You know, my household is so busy just trying to teach my kids how to stay positive, and there's so much negative stuff in the world. And you know, like it's like my days are pretty fulfilled. I love to cook for my family. I love to clean my house. You know, because it was a long time I didn't have a house.
Amen.
You know, and so you know, my days are pretty full and lovely, you know, and I'm usually singing gospel music and just vibing out.
That's good.
I like to say all the time, like if you got God in you and on you, is no room for anything else.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
no room for
the
anything.
moment I smell some negativity, or all right, I gotta go.
Yeah, that's good.
Absolutely. I'm so proud of you.
Thank
I
you.
just want to say that I'm so proud of you because a lot of times we get lost in the sauce and we don't know how to find our way back.
Yes, ma'am.
But it looks like you have found your way back, and I'm just so proud. I'm just so proud. So, what would you tell your daughters who is what would you tell your daughters who don't like what they see when they look in the mirror? Or
Ooh, I tell them all the time. I tell them all the time. Every morning we wake up, I have a little saying that I say to them. And I say, we do what we have to do, and they follow up with to do what we want to do. I tell them they are beautiful, they are smart, they are everything. You're not here to make friends. You're not going to school to be their friends. And I tell them that the people that's trying to make you laugh, they're gonna be the broke people when y'all get there. You need to focus, pay attention. I'm always uplifting them because the world will tear you down,
that's
and I know
right.
that. And the moment I hear, them going back and forth about anything and they're talking bad about each other, I correct it. No, we're not doing that. Life is hard. You're gonna uplift your sister.
That's good that you encourage them. Do you have like affirmations and stuff at your house?
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was speaking on. Yep, yep. Every day I have to give them something because
Do you post it so they can see it every day, or that's just something that y'all talk?
it's just something I say to them. It's just something I say to them. We're definitely firm on praying in my household.
That's real
If
good.
I
You gotta
forget,
learn.
they will remind me.
Yeah, that's real good. Then you starting them off young so that they understand. They know not to go to school and follow nobody.
Yes.
Because I'm about to start telling my son the same thing. The ones that's laughing and kiki is gonna be the broke ones. So you better make sure you not that one.
Yeah.
But I tell my kids all the time, like we're quick to say don't be a follower, be a leader. But I always let them know you can follow if they're doing the correct thing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
right.
those are the people that you
Because
want to follow.
in order to be a good leader, you have to
You have
first
to
be
learn how to be a
good
great
follower.
follower. Yep, I tell my kids that all the
That's
time.
true.
So that's really good.
Because right now in this society, what we have is a lot of people who want to lead but don't know how.
Yeah.
They don't know how. They never been taught how, and they pride is too high where they don't want to
Learn.
they don't want to follow anyone. They don't want to. And I tell people all the time, I love you to death, but I'm not finna. I don't love you enough to go to hell for you.
I ain't gonna help them.
So I'm not. I'm follow if you taking me to where I need to go. But if you,
I think that's the problem. If they just be themselves, people will follow. When you need people to follow you to feel important, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
because you put on that mask and you start doing all these other stuff that isn't
Really
righteous.
Well, the
Isn't
problem is
righteous
that
either.
if everybody likes you, then you're not likable to me.
Right.
If everybody likes you, I've never been a people person like that. I love everybody. I'm very friendly. If you know me, you know that. But at the same time, I'm in my house, chilling and all that. I don't do that. And at the end of the day, yeah, how could you really know who you are if you're sufficing and cutting off pieces to fit in with everybody else?
That's good. I like that. I like that.
You definitely gotta watch the people you hang around because you, like you said earlier, you start to become them unknowingly.
We
Like
were
I was
just talking about that in our last podcast about, my favorite color. And me not knowing if my favorite color is my favorite color because it's my favorite color, or is it my favorite color because it's my mom's favorite color and my husband's favorite color. You could be around people for so long and you would just draw into what they likes are and it becomes your likes without it even being your like. Do I really like the color red?
Exactly. I had to start doing that. Yeah.
So here, Mama said, "Hello, ladies," and then she said, "You never have to settle, and everyone needs someone, one time or another." And then, she said she's proud of you too.
Thank you.
Well, she said,
I haven't seen your dad in a while.
"Well, we'll talk about that after the show." He's doing, but he's just doing well though. He's doing well. But I said, my mama said, she said, so dad, if you're here, if you on, because you're supposed to be watching, and she said she haven't seen you in a while, so
hop on that
Probably
thing
don't
and say, hey.
recognize
say a hi or something. I'm sure gonna show him this like you wasn't
That
here.
outfit. You probably don't recognize me when I that outfit. I did the
No.
academy as the trans there. That's,
Yeah.
That's
And my
where you work
dad
at right
used to
now?
that's where I used to. That's how I.
he used to get on the bus all the time to go to Chicago, get on the Greyhound and stuff like that. Yeah. So again, like I am so 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 proud of you. Just do not know, like we live in a world where, it is easy, so so easy to fall off, so easy to get distracted, so easy to allow other people to get in our mix, and it is so hard to get out of it. Like they say, it's easy to fall in sin and it's hard to get out of it. It's easy to fall in trouble, but hard to get out of it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your sobriety. That is a big, a big. I am so proud of that, and I just want to encourage you just to keep going and just to keep God first. Even that I have a prayer line. You've been on it before, so I'm not doing it every day. For those who are listening, I am no longer doing the prayer line every day anymore. I'm only doing it on Fridays, but it's still there. And if you need to be prayed for, um, any other day other than Friday, you can always pick up the phone and call me. I'm still here. It's just not a set time that I have to be at a destination. But I just want you to just remember that um, they're gonna come. They is not gonna stop coming. I'm talking about the distractions. I'm talking about the demonic spirits. I'm talking about the monitoring spirits. You're gonna get somebody to call you like, "Hey, girl, what's been going on? I haven't talked to you in a long time." They don't care about what's going on. All they care about is how they can stop what's going on.
That temptation.
Yes,
My God.
that temptation's gonna come. Whenever you feel those things, whenever you feeling like it, open up your word, get on your knees, thank God, thank Him, thank Him. Lord, I know I was there, but I'm not probably through it, and I'm gonna keep on praising you because I know that it could be me, but it's not because you saw fit.
Sitting in my passenger seat on the way here.
You saw fit, what I'm saying, to
Yes.
get me up out of that situation.
Yes.
You said that you hated God at one point of the time because, He took His baby. I just want to say that again. He took His baby. I just need you to understand and know that, okay? He only give us each other to borrow. We only here for. That's why I love on people hard. I love on people hard because I know that you don't belong to me and I don't belong to you. We all belong to God. And He only let us borrow each other. So just like you a mom, if your daughters is outside playing and they outside playing with one of my kids, just to say one of my kids, and it's it's starting to get 11 o'clock at night. Your daughters are young and it's dark. And you tell your daughters to come home. Do you care that they film with my kids? You want them to come home, right? That's how God is too. When He called us home, we gotta go. We have to go.
And in that, I'm so sorry. But in that, before you, before he took your child, that's when you was in the world.
No, no.
It was after her.
No, I was sober. I mean, that was my third kid. I was straightened out. You know what I'm saying? I was sober. I was literally in the backyard at my cousin's house, just like drinking, but I wasn't doing anything else. We was just kicking it.
Right before her, though, you was in the world. Like before you had your third child. That's you was you dipping and
Already, yeah, I was already, you know what I'm saying? That was before I had kids. That's when I ran into the wrong crowd. That was before I had kids. So after they started coming, which was like back to back, I had to stand up and do what I had to do. So I sobered up. And that's why I'm like, dang, I done did all of this when I could have been doing all of this. And then my baby gone. And I'm like, how do you? It's just really crazy because I learned uh, how strong the power of the tongue is. So, it was a situation where I had spoke up and basically said, like, I don't know how it is. Like, this lady got her room all made up. She had lost her daughter. And I believe she lost her daughter in her stomach. And I'm just like, she never got to meet that. And I said it'd be different like we wasn't somebody like Desmond. Years later, I don't have both. They're both. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why do I remember that conversation? Because God wants me to remember that conversation.
So that's the
Girl, you better start watching our podcast.
Yes. That's the reason because one of my one of these ladies that I used to look up to, she was in a shelter, and I was just like, I can only imagine what that's like. Like I don't know what that's like. Like a lot of people around her was letting her and her daughter stay in that situation. I was like, no, you can come stay with me. I didn't ask her for nothing or anything, but you can just come stay with me. But I still asked, like, I still said, like, I wonder what that's like. Me and my son ended up in a shelter. So I found out what it was like. And one of my friends, we still friends to this day, let me and my son come move with her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can add, and that's why you got to be careful about when people see and you want what they want, what they got. You know what they going through. No idea what they went through to get that. Yeah. So when you ask for certain stuff, like now when I ask God for anything, I'm very specific because I remember asking him for a man with a lot of money. He gave me that, but that came with a whole bunch of other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? You have to be very specific in what you are asking him for, or not just asking him for, but just the things that you say. Like, dang, I wonder what that's like. No, I don't.
No, I don't want to know.
I don't want to
give me what's for me.
Exactly, because what God had for you is for you. Period. Like I had to learn that. So I mean, not saying that that's the reason why he took your baby because or his baby back because we don't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely there is power in the tongue. So that's why you even with your kids, and I'm telling myself this right now. Because I be still saying stuff, and we just talked about this the other day. Like even because I say all the time, like, y'all getting on my nerves. Gotta stop saying that. Like I you know my last nerve, and it's always just that last one left that you get on. Like I try not to say that to them anymore. Anything that's like, y'all make me sick. I can't stand when people say I'm dead. I hate that. And I don't even use it. I've never liked that word. Like I don't ever be like, oh, I'm dead. I don't want to be dead. I don't ever say YOLO. You live. What is
You only live
you
once.
only live once. No, you don't. Every day you get another chance to live. You only die once unless you resuscitated and come back to life and you die again.
Period.
You only die once. Like I'm very careful on this journey that I'm on right now because I just got to her. This new. She knew. Miss call me new.
I know.
But no, like this watching what I'm saying and all of that and really checking myself and allowing my kids to check. Like I have a 12-year-old, like he checked me all the time, and I'm okay with that because that's what I told you to do because we're not perfect. I never, and I was just having a conversation with God about this today on the way here. Like I know I'm not perfect. Like I don't pretend to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? We all mess up every day. But like we said, you gotta die every day in your flesh. Because temptation, when you on this journey, this is the hardest journey. This is the hardest journey to be on because it's so easy to do wrong. Baby, it's easy. It's funner word. More fun is not right. it's life be litty when you doing wrong. You hear me? But when you start doing right, everybody say, "Oh, you boring." Oh, that's boring. Don't nobody want to do that. Can I drink? Can I smoke? Not over here. Do you hear me? Like, yeah. So now all of a sudden you boring because you can't do this, that, and the third. But it's okay. So you just surround yourself. God, I ask you to surround me with like-minded people. And then when he do, God, I thank you for surrounding me with like-minded people who love you and serve you. I just said this to God. Like I said this to him. Like I thank you. I can continue to surround me with like-minded people so I can continue to grow in you because
run away from him ain't it.
And serving the Most High God is lonely. It gets lonely for that very reason. Nobody wants to play. Nobody wants to be around you because you're boring.
I like you that.
Don't do what you
love it. Alone.
You don't do this. You don't do this. But sometimes you be wanting some company. Sometimes I know I'll be wanting some company.
I be wanting somebody to come love on me.
Yeah, sometimes I'll be like, man, I just want to have a girls brunch and you know what I'm saying, like we could just sit and we could talk about inspiration.
From my experience, like she said, that stuff come with a lot. I don't have time for that. When you come and when you got all these different people with their own different testimonies and their own attitudes and their own different drugs they on, or this person drinking, we're not drinking. You know what I'm saying? And then every time it's an argument or somebody getting disrespectful, and now I'm about to knock you out. But I don't have time for that.
But let me tell you this.
We're not
this journey.
Not that.
Let me tell you something. In this journey, and I'm like I said, I'm experiencing it. I started in September, but in December, he stripped me from all those things and all those people that's not on this journey.
Me too.
So now everybody that's around me, we like the same thing. Yeah,
and we can hide them.
And I'm still gonna sip my wine, baby. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, period. Yeah, me too.
And we can have them brunches and we can have them paint and sips and all. But now it's just with like-minded.
Yes. Exactly. So you can still cuss a little bit like, okay, now, my bad, because I know I got a filthy mouth. But even that, like, I don't even cuss as much. Like, now I be saying tail instead of.
Yeah, I've been working on that too.
I was about to say it, y'all. I was about to cuss. But I be cussing. Ass and the SHIT. Favorite words to say.
I just want to say that my dad is on now. You is late. She asked about you already, Dad.
What do you say?
God is good. This is this is Yonnie. She used to work at the cattle station when you was taking the bus. The cattle van. Oh, you was driving the cattle van? Oh, she was your driver in the cattle van. So you might know her face when you might know it. Just say hi because she said hi.
We all look. You know what? When I used to work at CATA, and I used to see people like, don't act like you don't know me because I'm not in that uniform.
Right. Right.
I mean, I know I was looking good in a uniform, but don't do that. But no, even working at CATA, I was wrapped up. So when people did see me outside of CATA, they didn't know who I was for real, unless you really knew who I was.
Because when you working for the real cattle, you work for like,
You know,
well, I got
I was working for
ENT.
real because she said the real.
I mean, because TransDev, when I filled out the application, I thought
It
was
said
CATA.
CATA, but it's TransDev.
And then
It's
when I
just
got in there,
outsourced.
I was like, and then when I found out the price, I'm like, this can't be CATA.
Yeah. I would never do that because I didn't like doing that. When I tell you I was whipping them busters, I was whipping them busters. They loved getting on my bus. My kids used to come ride the bus with me. Like,
I love it.
trying to. Because he used to tell the people, like, she driving fast.
No, I had to leave them because first of all, I was already working 10 hours a day. They had me coming. I had my seniority, so I got it during. I got my thing so I could work my schedule to be during while the kids are at school. Okay, so now all of a sudden they want me to go pick up Miss Susie. She don't got no air. She getting her nails done. This, and that. Knowing I got a heart, and now my kids is outside. They didn't get off the bus, and I'm working 10+ hours, and that's against the law.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And then CPS got caught. So it's like, hey, I had to leave because I got to be a parent first.
You know what? When I was working for CATA, I don't care. Sue me. That man told me he don't work there no more anyway. He said choose. He said it was between my kids or the job.
Yeah, see, I don't have time for that.
I had a new job in a month.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what person with a conscience would make you choose between your children.
Yeah,
that same
and
man,
their job.
That same man told this lady she was like, because they me at age, told this lady to bring her kids to work, and she did.
I tried that with Keisha, got fired.
Well,
but at that time,
you work with her?
Yeah. I really didn't have no babysitter. I gotta get it how I live.
But see, what I would never understand is one thing I love about Tyler Perry when he made that movie and he put that daycare in there, like that just
that
opened up so much because that's really single parent. People have no idea what we go through when you are a sole single parent.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. Grandma's not available. Like that's me.
Yeah.
It's literally just me and my kids. Like shout out to my kids that for finally stepping up. But it's literally always been just me and my kids.
It's literally
kids
just
that
me
I
and my
have
kids.
to find out.
Literally, I mean, unless it's the person I'm dealing with, because at the end of the day, I'm not just gonna deal with somebody who don't accept me and my children.
And your children.
But at the same time,
it's literally just me and my kids.
So, like, because now I feel like I gotta defend myself. No, but it's like, like when you working in dealing with people with disabilities, regardless of what their disabilities is, and you bring kids, it's either your focus is going to be on your kids or your focus is going to be on them. Yeah, it's never the two. You know what I'm saying?
I know somebody who works in that field right now. So
her kids probably older.
Yeah, and that's
my baby probably like.
Yeah, her baby was active, so she have to attend to her baby.
No, I feel it. No, I get what you're saying.
And so it really left me no choice. You know what I'm saying? And then because then the clients get to, they have, her kids was cute, but she bringing her kids, you guys work with clients.
Yeah, I get it. That's fine in the healthcare field.
Yeah, that's fine. I love
make my own schedule so I can.
I mean, but that's just it. Like when you work in your when you do home health care, you can work your own schedule, but you just gotta be,
Yeah, I
in
feel it.
advance. But it's just, sometimes babysitters don't fall. So you think you'll have a babysitter, but then when the time comes, they not there.
Gotta have a backup for
So
your
I
backup.
understand. I be trying to tell my kids, maybe y'all should just start a babysitter. Thing and just get paid. They be like, nah, mom, I don't want to come and get their kids.
And that's true.
And that's true. People make it bad for
us people,
for everybody else who want to work and who actually just need a babysitter.
So let me ask you this. So you are on your healing journey because it's a journey. It never ends. It's always going and going and going. this is how we be on this podcast. Like we be on top and then we get off. We talk
We come
about
right
this.
back to it.
We jump right back in. So if you could tell, so she asked you about the little girl. If you the woman that you are becoming, that you are destined to be, that Proverbs 31 woman, what would you tell her? As if you can see her right now, as if you're looking in the mirror and you are looking at this Proverbs 31 woman, what would you say to her?
Well, we made it. I don't really know because it's like I said, a lot of times I didn't have to do what I did, but when I did it, it helped build my life. So I really feel like the woman that I would be looking at that had been through so much and had overcame everything. I mean, what is there to tell her? Just stay focused, you
I'm
know.
gonna tell you. I'm looking at how you are strong. Mm. Yeah, you made it, and we're gonna keep on making. We're gonna keep on growing. We're gonna keep on going. Okay.
Period.
And you know what else I'm gonna tell her? You better smile, boo. That's gonna look good on you. Like that's what I would every day. And I'm gonna give you an assignment. I'm not gonna know if you're gonna do it, but God and us, we hear everything that's going God in y'all. Look in the mirror every day and start telling yourself that right now. I'm proud of you. Just like you speak some affirmations into your baby,
Yeah.
speak them into yourself. I know you probably do, but start preaching to that healed woman. I'm proud of you. You overcame 10 things every day. 10 things that you love about yourself. And you're going to start seeing stuff in yourself that you've never even seen before. You're going to start seeing a glowing you every day. Certain things, you probably got a couple habits that you have, but the more you start speaking into that healed you,
you ain't gonna want it no more. It's gonna fade. And also start thanking God too for the house.
already.
Oh, I thank him for everything.
No, I'm
The
talking
house
about
that you're gonna
The
get.
house that I'm going to get.
You gotta start talking like you
okay.
already got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
period.
And then move like you like not move like you
I'm sorry,
physically
Ridiculous.
pack up and move.
You're fine.
But in this house right here, because what I had to learn, if there's anything that you holding on to, God is not gonna bless you with new until you remove what you the old,
Yes.
so that He can replace it with the new. So start living in the house that you have right now as if it's your new house. So taxmas is coming. I don't know what your furniture look like. Furnish this house like you would your new house.
Okay.
Look, my living room is empty right now.
Sure, thank God.
Yeah, I'm bedroom's about to be empty because I'm getting ready to do this house. Because I always tell my kids, God's not gonna bless us with a big house or this nice house that y'all want
Can't keep the house
until y'all
clean.
taking care of this one,
Yeah.
keeping this one clean.
Yeah.
So I told them when we moved in April, I said, listen, this house will not look like our past. We never lived like this. We're not about to start living like this now. So y'all gonna start taking care of this house. And I also had it since I moved to Michigan, I never had a house by myself. Somebody always lived with me. So I told people that be asking, like, hey, I'm in this situation. And this is self discipline because I don't say
Right.
never, well, I do now. I've never said no. If you needed Angel or Angel was doing it, okay, I'm going to make space for you. I had to tell everybody no.
Yeah.
It's time for I don't want my kid, even though they sleep in the same bed as me and I got a 4-bedroom house.
Oh, Lord.
Except for my oldest. I don't want to put them up their own room. I want them to be able, when they feel like they want to go lay in their room, I want them to be able to go do that. So I just told my kids a couple days ago. Today is Wednesday. I told them on Monday. Anything that's anywhere that it don't belong, throw it in the dryer.
Oh,
my
yeah.
daughter was in the kitchen painting. She got up and she left, and it stayed in there overnight. When she got up the next day, she asked me where it was at. I said, "Where did you leave it?"
In the dryer.
And so I told you, if you left it here, where was it going? So now she reminds her brother. Mommy said, whatever. So we gotta get them
Accountability.
Yeah, and that's how we about to rock and roll. So when when we plush this house out, because I'm about to pay somebody to do it. I've never my houses have never been. Is it homely or homey?
Homely. I don't feel like mine's been homely.
Mine has never been homely.
Yeah.
Never. Every house I move into is that's a picture of my grandma and my granddad.
Same, pretty much.
I took family pictures, so now the only pictures up is my grandma, my granddad, my family portraits, and a picture of all my kids. That's it. We got heck of
Yeah.
home decor. We about to get it done because now we have to start living in our blessing already. So we got Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah. Any questions, concerns, like this
So,
advice?
when you
Thought.
was telling her, um, to do her affirmations, Mama said you are smart, you are beautiful, you are intelligent. Intelligent and smart is the same thing, but you must mean you're very smart because she said it's fine. And she said that you are going places.
Yeah.
So I just want to, read that because that's what she said.
Everything attached to you when you're
Hey, hey, hey,
since you are
Miss
here.
Makita, I see you on there. Hello.
Everything attached. Everything that you touch will be blessed. Everything.
I believe it.
You receive it?
I believe it. I receive it. And that's why I really, that's another reason why I just kind of had to push because I'm so powerful today,
Yeah.
like with my connections with God, that people don't deserve to like be in my energy and in my space. Like,
yes.
I'm working on me.
And I hear that. But what if God want to use you to bring somebody else up in that space so they could get out of their situation?
Okay, so I am always a voice of reason, or I don't mind that. Like I said, I do DSP before I started working with children with mental
Those who don't know what DSP,
that's direct support professional. That is working with any individual that has any type of brain trauma injuries or anything like that. But before then, I worked with the elderly. I'm a loving person and I like to be a voice for those who can't be or they don't have a strong enough voice to speak for themselves or can't speak. I'm not just doing this to be like lazy. I'm doing this because I'm the person that's going to tuck that kid in, and I love doing that. You know what I'm
be part of
saying?
Stay Zone.
I love that. I love that
That's
for me.
good.
So, with that being said, I'm here for everybody, and I learned that I'm not here to just live for me. But I have learned that pulling for me, I have nothing to give my children.
That's right.
And that's my first priority.
So what we like to say is, you pour into people from God's overflow, not from your cup itself.
Right.
Because you gotta continuously to have your cup filled. You can't pour from an empty cup. So when God give you that overflow, that's what you spread out to everybody else. So for the woman, for the girl, from the teenager, from all the women who's in a dark place right now, um, they may have lost their baby. They may
Somebody
be
lost the baby today.
they may be on heavy on drugs. Somebody did lose a baby today, a little 4-year old. So what would you tell these women, being a person who went through that, being a person who, how would you encourage them? What would you tell them to get them out of that dark space?
I would tell them to talk to God for sure. If you can't make it to church, that's fine. Pray. Um, I would tell them to watch their surroundings. Watch who you let in your space. Watch who you let endure your energy because it's not for everyone. Um, and I would tell them that just because your past does not make who you are today. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference from falling in something and never getting out because you're so depressed and worried about what everybody else thinks and just waddling in it and letting your life pass you by. And it's another to step out of it and say, okay, I don't mind talking about it because I stepped in the wrong spot. Good. And I don't care who judges me for it because God does.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good.
I like that.
And before when you asked her about when you said you don't let people get in your space or people don't deserve to be in your energy, and she asked you whatever God is putting the people in your space, I wanted to add um that's when God give us the gift of discernment, so you can discern that who
Yeah, it will feel right. It's a connection.
you can feel it. Yeah.
Yes, the moment that I have to teach you how to love me, that's not really it for me. The moment that you have to watch the way you move. I don't like that because I'm a natural person. I naturally love hard. I'm naturally loving, and what I do behind closed doors, I do in front of you. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to move in a certain type of way, I really feel like that's God showing me like those are the type of people I used to associate with, and I don't want none of that. I don't want that fake love. You got to move a certain way.
God, you is really doing something,
Yes,
ain't you?
So, when you look, let me answer this question. God, I mean, ask this question. um, so what I'm gonna say, what I'm dealing with, and then hopefully in me seeing what I'm dealing with, helps me to ask, or somebody to get the question that I want to ask.
Okay.
So on this new journey that you're on, that we're all on, you get people that only know the old you, so they judging the new you like
all the time.
that's fake. She not really like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I love it.
She said, I love it.
I love it because I love to be the the shark that you don't know is a shark. I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? I have a baby voice. I mean, I have a baby face. You know, people always
sweet face.
yeah, they always underestimate me. The moment I start talking, they're like, wow. You know, and I love that for me. And I love to be the element of surprise. I would love for somebody to say, oh, yeah, she's doing that and doing that because I'm not going to go live and explain.
Right,
I don't
right. I don't
care
do
if
that. I
I
ain't
pay
even
my own bills. I still go home. My kids
listen.
took
Yeah,
care of. Believe what you believe, but me, baby, I'm healed.
I ain't clearing up nothing.
I'm
Somebody
healed.
said,
I ain't worried.
and what you call me? She said she
The
healed.
healed angel.
Okay, you better know it.
The
But
healed
somebody said you
angel.
definitely have to watch who you let in your space.
That's
But
right.
when you are healed, my
It's easy to
God,
see.
oh my God,
It's very
your
easy.
vision is different, your talk is different, your walk is different, and so like when I be seeing, because I say this every day, like my people know, like the people who've seen this growth, and the people who see me now but don't know me
Exactly.
and judging me, to my family, to my old friends. That's why when I do my morning my videos, I always say, Grand Rising to my lovely loves and my wonderful haters. I gotta acknowledge everybody because I see y'all, see y'all watching the new me. And you mad because you can't get close to me. And I see it. I see it. I see it. And the thing is, a lot of times, because I always say, God, ooh, you better whoop on them. If they put their mouth on me, I want you to whoop on them. I never know until they get whooped. God don't play about me. I say that too when I'm his favorite. I'm his chosen one. And so are you.
Yes, ma'am. It's like I'm so busy looking forward and having all of these ideas that I see coming through for myself that I don't have time to see the people in the background sitting over here with like
Man,
all that time. Again, I'm spending all my time leveling up, so you could never know me.
because check this out.
Like,
Because
what?
when we ride and looking through the windshield and y'all just passing by in the rear view, you know you gotta just glance at them real quick. I can't keep focusing on, but I'm gonna watch me leave y'all right on. See you later, bye. This is good. God, you play too much.
So, I just want to add on,
Y'all got me
talking
playing
about
too
the
much.
healed
Okay.
Yonnie, talking about the healed Yonnie and the healed angel. Um, when you are healed and when you surrender to God and you give Him that old life, and He will give you a new one, and with the new life comes new vision.
Yeah.
So you don't see anything in the natural realm; you see things in the spiritual realm. So what people will see with the naked eye, you now can see before you even come. And that's what is called discernment.
Yeah.
You know, he shows you so much stuff. You could see before they even turn that corner that it ain't gonna be good.
Exactly.
You know,
Yes.
and so, you know, all praises to God for that. That's why when I pray and I praise him, I always thank him for discernment. I always thank him because without it, that's how we keep on falling in these holes and in these dark pits, and we keep on wrapping ourselves up with the
Wrong
same people that have hurt us before, but we want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, they changed this time, and don't get it twisted because people can change. People can change. Just like God have delivered you, He could deliver somebody else. But am I gonna sit here and wait for it?
Right.
Am I gonna sit here and allow you to continuously to play on my kind heart?
Don't play in my face.
To play because you know God has healed me. You know, so I'm seeing things differently. I'm giving that grace that I once yearned for. So now it's time for me to give that grace to the next person, but not to the person that's not repentive to what they're doing. The people that's constantly doing the same stuff that they know that's gonna hurt you, while you're trying to bless them, they think they're getting over on.
Yeah. But he's right there, right behind. He's coming.
I was about to say something and I totally.
You kind of look like you was hurting over there. I was gonna say, do we need to pause for
No,
a
I was just
second?
asking God to bring it back to
Okay,
me.
okay.
Cause when you said something about the healed angel,
She said so true. I'm sorry.
you said the healed, not the healed angel, but my God.
Seeing things in the spiritual realm
Yeah,
and not the natural realm.
I forgot that too. Because I be trying so. See, this is why I cut people off when they be talking. Because if I don't, I'm forget it, and I forgot it. But
It's okay. If it's meant to come out, God will give it back to you.
No, I wasn't trying to bring you up. What do you mean? The devil is a liar. That's my 3-year-old favorite song. Anytime you mention the devil, he be like, "The devil is a liar."
At least he know.
He know it.
At least he know it.
What was I about to say? So I don't know. It probably wasn't that important, but I feel like it was because I wanted to say it real bad.
But I don't have anyone that I can't talk to about God. Like every time my mouth opens, God is gonna come out. And if you can't deal with it, then we don't need to be talking.
Period. That's why they meant for me to say it because it literally came like and went right on out. Okay, listen, I be listening to God like just like that. Like if I'm about to say something, like I wanted to show her something yesterday. I keep saying yesterday, but it was Monday, and I couldn't find. And as soon as I left up out of here,
He showed it to you. It wasn't for me to
so
say.
that just means I need to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's not meant for me to say it because I lost it again. But that's okay. Like I love this journey that I'm on. Dang, God, why I can't say it? Is it bad? Is it just not that?
Hi Sheila. Thank you,
I'm sorry, I didn't
cousin.
mean to do that. I didn't mean.
I don't even remember what example I gave, but thank you so much. She said, "Thanks, I love that example." I don't remember what I said.
Yeah, that's how it be.
I don't even remember what I
And
said.
see,
I'm talking about
and
the
then
book.
we get on these things, like we have to rewatch them. I don't know if you ever watched any of our podcasts, but we literally have to
You go home and watch them again.
rewatch them because
I don't know
I'll
what
be
to
like,
say.
I didn't say that. I didn't know. But like you literally, when you start living and walking and talking and really being down for God, He gonna talk through you. We'll never know. Like when we come on here with these little, we don't know what's gonna be said. That's how we're over here with because everything is very authentic.
Right, it is.
Everything is very authentic, and we want this to be the safe space for people to feel like, yeah, I can come on there, and then it feels like you did let your innocent. Like we want you to come in here and just feel like me and C-Back, but just wait a minute, because we ain't done yet. Because when new furniture comes, okay,
We got a surprise.
like we gonna be sitting, listen, I'm gonna be smoking my pipe. Y'all know I don't smoke nothing.
But Miss Yonnie, is there anything that you feel like that you did not get a chance to say that you wanted to say?
Thanks, babe.
Just basically how important it is to not let like a man like push up on you or make you feel obligated. Um, you know what I'm saying, to deal with them or hit you with the, we're not gonna get any younger because guess what? If God did not come knocking at your door and tell you to go get him, he's not that important. He's probably gonna cause you havoc and turmoil because I go through it and went through it and I'm over it.
I got to that.
Not stating anything about my ex fiance or anything. If you guys know who that is, I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying, period. You know what I'm saying? And for the longest, it's kind of like, I'm a single parent. I'm young. I got kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find somebody who's gonna meet me halfway over here at my household. But at the end of the day, I never needed that. I just needed to get a better relationship with God.
Exactly.
Halfway, you gotta
Because
meet
I
me
was just going to
hard.
say, I was just going to say that in most situations, God wants you to be the wife to Him that you would want to be to earthly man. You want a husband? God said, "I'm your first husband." He said, "I was the first one that made a covenant to you." So if you can't be faithful to me and you can't do what's required for you to keep me, what is you gonna do to this for this earth? And then the same thing with them. He tell them the same thing. You was the first person I made a covenant to. Yeah. So in order to love your wife right, in order to love your husband right, you gotta first love me right.
Yes, and then we have to be aligned with the same things.
Yes.
For the longest, I've been talking to someone, and I'm like, let's just sit down while we're sitting here having our drink. Anyways, let's sit down and write down, what's important to us, what's our short term, long term goals. Oh, his response was, oh, I'm sure they don't line up. Well, you know what? I'm just happy I woke up yesterday because if what are we doing here? Exactly. If you don't feel like it lines up, because I'm a very like strong-minded person. And at the end of the day, when I say I know what I want to do, I typically know exactly what I want to do.
Right.
So if you really know you don't want to do this, then I'm wasting my life.
Exactly.
Cause see you later. Bye.
Exactly.
See you later. Bye.
I'm pretty sure you could have just probably got that one off the floor right there. Because we both got the same computer. We talked about that before. It's the same one.
See you later.
I wasn't looking at my with my spiritual eyes. I don't have my glasses on.
But Yanni made a good point, you guys. Like, we have to start taking ourselves more seriously because at the end of the day, it's not about nobody else. It's about us. How much do you value yourself? You got to set them boundaries to make sure that you stay safe, that you stay covered at all times. If it's not for the benefit of your soul, then you shouldn't be dabbling in it. You don't want anything that's going to hurt you down the long run. Nothing that's going to cause you pain, headache, you know.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. It's your show.
So it's like, you know, I always learned how to love people in my heart. I never really cared about the way somebody looked. It's more about how they treated me, and as long as you're a clean person, you know what I'm saying. But just nowadays, I'm starting to realize like looks will get you messed up. Period. Whether I'm the one that's really ain't who I say I am, and I look good, or you the one that look good, looks will get you messed up. I don't really want something that I can see. I want something I can feel. I learned better now. I don't care what I can see. The what same way I feel about the Lord, and I can't see. This is what's important to me, and I'm noticing now that if you do not lift my spirit, mind, body, and soul,
You better say that.
I don't want it.
And that's so good. And you know what? I think that's why. Are you still around?
Yes, ma'am.
Me too. So I think that's why God kept me single for 2 years.
Because he needed you to realize that.
Yeah, because I dealt with this man for years. I mean, when I say it was him, then God,
Yeah.
then my children. No. It was him, then God, then him, then my kid.
Yeah.
I was never even in the equation for years. Like for years. And it didn't matter. Oh, he left me today. He'll come back. I'll let him back.
Yeah, I'm over that.
Like he literally and the thing is, like for the first year that we broke up, I was still allowing him to come. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. And after the second year, I mean, we wasn't humping or nothing. I did let him back at one time, but just saying.
Let him jump.
Lie about it. But I did let him come back one time. But after that second year, I was like, nah, I need to know who I am. Like, and it took me literally a year and a half to literally get over him to be like, no, can't come over. Like he slipped in. I let him slip in. But he didn't slip in. Like,
Oh
you know
my
what I'm saying?
God.
I let him come back. No, but we didn't have sex or nothing, but I let him come back. But at that moment when he was around me, my energy was just like, oh, like he touched me. I was like, don't touch me.
Yeah, everything just.
But I never felt like that toward this man ever in my life. It was always when he.
Yeah,
hello.
God broke that.
But I had to pray for that. I asked him, God, please remove whatever stronghold he have over me. Remove the taste of him from me. Like it took prayer, like a lot of it. So I didn't date no more. I didn't even know who I was.
And that was idolatry, what you was experiencing, and I'm just
for
so
sure,
happy.
no, for real.
Thank God that he broke that because that was a dangerous thing to play with.
Because he was nice looking, he dressed nice, he smelled nice, he drove but that's what he do to all his prey. I was just another victim.
Ooh,
I was just another victim because now it's another one being victimized. You know what I'm saying? That's just. But you once you really wake up and know your worth, that's how I know I never loved myself either. Because I put that man before God, and then my children, and me. But nah, baby, those days are over. Any man, it don't matter who. No, not even a man, but anybody, any job, anything.
Yeah.
If it
nothing before
if
God.
it disturbs me, listen. If it disturbs me in any way,
I can't deal with it.
I can't do it.
If it pulls me away from God,
I can't do it because listen. Before him, I was going to church because I go to church and I go to and I go to the mosque. I was going to the mosque every Friday and church on Sundays or whenever they had it. I stopped doing all of that for him. He didn't like me being wrapped. I didn't wrap up no more. Like I literally lost myself, but that was my karma.
Yeah.
That was my karma.
So somebody once told me when your reward for making a man an idol is to have a
baby. I had
no,
that too.
no, it's to have a
You know, you trying to leave somebody and you're pregnant.
What we call these men who be gaslighting us? What's the
Oh,
word
that's
I'm
a
looking
blessing.
for?
Somebody said it's a
Help me
feeling I
out.
felt when I met my husband. I met God first, then him. I can't wait for that. I can wait. I keep saying I can't wait, but I know that God. I know that whatever husband God got for me, He's on the way.
Let me read this
He's
real
doing
quick.
60 and a 30 at particular.
So, hi to Kyrie. I want to say hi. I see you on here, cousin.
Hey.
So she said, question for you. Do you believe that a woman is a helpmate? And if so, does that mean putting your goals aside to make sure that man wins?
Mm-mm.
Well, I feel
No.
like putting your goals aside is like putting your kids' goals aside or anything else because you have to be the best version of you to be the best version for them. Putting your goals aside is something that you could literally like wake up one day and regret and cause you to go into some type of spiral of depression. You don't set your goals aside. You always keep your goals. Now, if you have to maneuver in a certain type of way, that's one thing. But I think you should keep your goals no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
And do I think a woman is
Help me.
helpmate? No, but that's my problem too because I felt like I got lost in that. I got lost in maintaining my man, being a young parent, having a place, not wanting my house to be nasty, and just cooking and cleaning. And dang, I just woke up like, where is my life? What about me? I don't exercise. I don't.
Okay.
I don't feel like you should get caught up in all that. At the end of the day, it has to be done. But if that man sees it and he thinks because he's the man, he's gonna go walk over it, and it's your job. If you stay, that's for you. That ain't for me.
Okay, so
That's for everybody that's there. If you see it, do it. We're going
I'm not.
together.
I don't believe.
This is
I'm
not no
not a
help.
helpmate.
No.
Because I do believe in helpmate, but I think that people, um, no, because I think that people view helpmate. I think that people have different definitions of a helpmate.
Yeah.
A helpmate does not mean that you have to cook and clean by yourself. That's not what a helpmate means. A helpmate means you and your husband. Wherever he's short, you pick up. Wherever
Yeah,
you short, he
of
pick
course.
up. That's what a helpmate means. That's what makes it come together.
Oh, you gotta break it down for us.
And
Me and her
like,
both on the
Yeah.
same.
No,
whatever. I just think that like in today's world, people had made something different than what God intended for it to be.
definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Yes, back in the day we cooked and we cleaned and all that stuff, but that's not all we did.
Yeah.
People just that's the highlight of what people show. That's not all we did. We always was the ones doing stuff in the house and outside in the gardens and all of that stuff. We was doing stuff. We wasn't just subjected to be. We was making dresses. You think men made our clothes?
Right.
It was a woman who made our clothes. We did stuff. I just think that people take the definition and they make it into
A maid, Molly made.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
how I
not
took
really,
it. That's what I
and
took.
that's not really what it is. You're supposed to. God says that we are our husband's helpmate. That's what we was here put on this, and He said that they every strong, successful man got a strong, successful woman standing behind him. Why do you think that is?
I stand beside mine.
I know that's right. I was just gonna say.
When I say standing behind him, I'm not talking about
no, for real, for real.
I'm not talking about in the background, like you're not being seen. I'm talking about to help lift him up.
Yeah.
Because they have their days. A black man is, especially a black man. I'm just gonna be truthfully honest. They got 1,000,001 darts at them. You know what I'm saying? Everything is pointed at them. They hurt too.
Right.
They got pains too that they don't talk about because what I'm saying, it's like we don't know how to be what we're supposed to be to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have to learn how to be what we're supposed to be. We're their helpmate for a reason. That's why you got ask any successful marriage. Y'all want to know? Ask any successful man. I'm not talking about me because I'm only going on 5 years. I'm talking about somebody that's been married for 20 plus years.
Yeah, I on Facebook. I follow Godly. What? It must not be meant for me to say her name, but I follow her. Last name is Henry. Her and her husband. I do know her name. I'm just not gonna say it.
Right.
Don't say no
Right.
name. So
And she been saying names. That's the right one.
she did. Yeah,
you
did.
did. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about.
But I follow them, and she literally they're very successful on what's it called that people be doing on here? Content. They're content creators, and I've been following her for years. Mm-hmm. Never knew she used to mentor me as a kid. I never knew that was the same person. Mm-hmm. But like I've been following her since I've been on Facebook and it's like, dang, like I like somebody said something on here.
You can't pour from an empty cup. Love always first. Set boundaries kept from your heart and give yourself the grace you give others. Everything else will fall into place when you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. But she just did whatchamacallit on there where she was saying, sometimes, when her and her husband have a disagreement, like they got to talk about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you have to do. But when you do talk to I remember when I was riding the bus, I used to have people that ride my bus that had vehicles, but they just didn't want to drive, like very successful people. And I felt like I used to call Route 5 my ministry route because I had all type of people on the right, the alcoholics, the homeless people, the drug addicts, the rich people that was just catching a bus to go downtown or whatever. Even the CEO of Cata was riding the Cata bus. But I remember it was this older couple, and I asked like, "Dang, how long y'all been married?" Because I've always been nosy. Um, somebody else just said something again. I can't stand everybody.
Finish talking first, then we'll read the comment.
But and I asked them that, and they really said like we really have to learn to compromise, like everything, and this is with anything and everybody in this day too. Everything is not going to go our way. We're gonna have disagreements. Why can't you discuss the disagreements? You got to learn to agree to disagree, and you have to, instead of arguing, you have to communicate to listen, not to speak.
You gotta learn to listen to understand.
And to understand and comprehend and all of that. And that's what he was saying. He was like, we talk about it. And if we're too mad, we don't talk, but we don't go all day or days without talking. I don't get mad and leave. I might leave the room, but I'm not going to leave the house. Because when you leave in the house, you're leaving the house to go, temptation is out there. Oh, I'm mad, so it's F this B. I'm about to go do this. And this is what I dealt with. This is what I dealt with. And I've always been the type, like, don't get mad to the point where we can't talk about why you're mad. It's nothing that serious. Like, yeah, you can go. The house is big enough. You can go to the basement. You can go to the room. You can go wherever, and then calm down and then let's talk about it because we don't want this same thing to happen again. But that's not even just with that's with all relationships. Even with my 12-year-old, he was so mad one day, and I was in his face. I was in my baby's face, and I felt bad immediately after because if he would have hauled off and knocked my head off or tried to knock my head off, that would have been my fault. Because just like I tell him, when you get upset, like even at school, because he has anger issues, if you get that upset, the teachers know to leave you alone. I'm your first teacher. And I know you better than they do. I should have left you alone. And so I had to sit down and I had to apologize, but also apologizing for, whatever you go through. And when and now, and well, I was still in a relationship then, and I tried to put all that stuff in my relationship, but both of us gotta want it like that. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be one person pouring and pouring and pouring into the relationship, and the other one is just there. Even with marriage counseling, because we did that, the man straight up asked him, "You want her to give you 100%,
but you give her,
you barely even giving her 50%. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in 50-50. No, we gotta all be
100.
That's it.
100.
If you're not coming 100, or even 95, I don't want it.
100. I don't want 95. I want 100 because I'm gonna give you 100.
Exactly. I'm gonna give you beyond.
So that's what I want. Let me read the rest of these comments real quick. Lakeisha said, Yonnie, you are a very bright, smart young lady. You are definitely on the right track. I love this for you.
Thank you.
That's you don't know her, but somebody that just saw you on here and she said it. And then Shakira said, LOL, yes, looking is lacking. Oh, okay. I think that was for when we was talking about the
looks.
yeah, okay. And then she said 2 years too long, and yes, that's the worst. It takes years to get over an individual as well. So how many years are you really taking from you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trying to dig into somebody
Shakira,
else is wasting your time.
I wasted a lot of years.
And then she said, no, then she said, when God made Adam and Eve, the animals wasn't considered suitable to it as a helpmate until until Eve was made. That's true. Because animals couldn't do for the man what God needed us to do for the man. And then Lakeisha said, my definition of a helpmate is someone that's covering you when you can't cover yourself, like praying and etc. Correct. that's the most important thing as a helpmate, to keep your husband covered when they not doing so good. Um and then I guess this was for you because you was just talking about you having to apologize to your baby. She said don't tempt your kids. And then up there, she said, Makita said, a wife can be her husband's helpmate, supporting, encouraging, and working alongside him while still loving and respecting herself. Yes, marriage works best when it's a partnership, not one sided.
Absolutely.
Amen. And I also want to say this, like, because I just think that the world, like I said, they shaped everything to make it mean, they made everything sexist. You know, so like in the Bible, it said that women's supposed to submit to their husbands. And that's all you hear. You're not submitting, you're not submitting, you're not submitting. But the Bible also says, husbands, submit to your wives.
I'm about to say that. Hey, hey, let me end this.
And so they always miss that point out. If you have, that's why it's so good to marry someone equally yoked. Because when you marry someone equally yoked, you don't have these problems. When you marry someone equally yoked, they love you so much that they're not gonna want to do anything that's gonna hurt you, or you talking about setting aside your goals for your man. He's not gonna want you to do that. He's gonna figure out a way, like, baby, I want you to climb, and I'm gonna climb too. We're gonna climb together. Y'all gonna help each other out.
I mean, your goals is what make you you. What makes you the difference from the other human being that's a woman too? You know, your goals is what make a person that wants you to forget about your goals.
And don't want nothing for you.
Yeah,
They don't want you to
that's
be
just
nothing.
yeah.
Because what else you gonna do? Just be sitting at home having babies?
Exactly.
I'm about to end my life. Y'all talking about my baby dad.
We're not. We're not.
But that's the whole problem too, because you know, like you said, everything is so sexist. So you having sex before you really get to know somebody the way that you should.
That's the word.
And now, even though this might be good, but mentally you're not messing with me. Mentally, you're not where I'm at. You ain't been through enough stuff. You don't know nothing about nothing. You might got 3, 4 kids, but they don't live with you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know anything that I got to deal with in my day to day
Are
life.
you really in their life like that? Are you really taking the time to get to
Because you're a part time dad, like the rest of them, they want to come in and come out a lot of times. I'm just saying. And so the thing about it is, that's what I've been doing, and I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I need to know where your head is. I need to check your background. I need to put you on Otis and all types of stuff.
I need to see you on all different seasons.
Yes.
I gotta see you on all. I need to see you on your brokenness.
Yes.
When you're broke.
Trying to tell
and the
you.
first brokenness when you hurting. Yes, I need to see. I want to see you praying.
That's right.
First of all, my ex, I never seen him pray, and I used to ask him like, "Do you pray? Like, do you pray?
Do you even believe in God?
Do you believe in God?" And you know what he used to say? Not your God. Well, I don't know what God you believe in. Then.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
I just want to say that she said something else. Girl, give me a second. Let me see. I gotta catch up.
What happened?
She said, being a girlfriend is romance. Being a wife is partnership, responsibility, and building a life together while respecting yourself.
Yes. Okay, I gotta ask.
A lot of men are part-time dads. Yeah, that's true.
So I need to ask this question because when we're dating, we start off as friends, then you go to boyfriend and girlfriend. Because somebody else just told me yesterday that, and this came from a man. I don't take girlfriends as serious as I would take my wife. And I'm like, well, how can I didn't really understand that because when you're dating someone, you're hoping to build that relationship or partnership for that person to be your wife. So if you're not valuing her as your girlfriend, how are you gonna value her as your wife?
Well, well, um, but God help me with this. It's so because like I don't believe like I used to date. I've been with my husband since I was 16 years old, but even with him, I believe in boyfriend and girlfriend up until about 2 years ago, maybe I say. And I just don't believe in that, so to speak, because if you're gonna commit, commit. It don't
what
take
you waiting for?
But if you're gonna commit, commit because it don't take a rocket science to see if you want to be with this person.
Exactly.
And you're not gonna be with this person for, what I'm saying. So, baby, if you're listening to this, I'm not talking about you because God has did His big one with us.
Well,
but
He would know because the shoe won't fit.
Well, it's gonna fit some. So I'm just gonna put this out there because I gotta keep it real. Like me and my husband, we was together for 20 years before we got married. and it should have never been that long. Like we literally got married right before I was getting ready to be a grandma. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said I don't want to be a grandma and steal your girlfriend. Like what we got 4 kids, they grown, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do that, but I'm just saying like we should have known a long time ago, like, you know what I'm saying? Girlfriend, that's just like saying that you just want to deal with that, but you don't really want to take
You don't want to be
you know,
You want your cake and eat
yeah,
it too.
you don't want the
Mhm.
responsibility.
Pretty
You don't
much.
want. I'm not. So God, Lord, you hear me. Me and my husband are gonna be married until you call one of us home. We're not divorcing, so I don't have to worry about this. But if I had to do it again and we was not married, I would not take on a boyfriend. We're gonna be friends until you decide on what you want.
Period.
Because we, you know what I'm saying, we know you can learn me and I can learn you as friends, and it's probably better that way because it ain't no pressure.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be your girlfriend or your boyfriend. What are we doing?
Okay, so I have something to say. So basically, just like Angel was just saying, like, okay, start acting like you're in your house now. And I really feel like that is like a whole complete circle of what we're talking about now, as far as, oh, that's my girlfriend. I don't take her serious, but if she puts this ring on and sign this paper, oh yeah, she's just gonna be that girl. Like, I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? And for the longest, I used to do all kinds of stuff. I'm a cheat before you cheat. You know what I'm saying? Type of person. But no,
God, I'm a
that's
cheat
not
before you
me.
cheat.
I mean, it's kind of just like I do what I want to do, until you marry me. I'm
Mhm.
single. You don't
Yeah,
put a ring on.
because
That's
you can't put that on a job
yeah. So
application.
I was just doing me, but now I'm not even like
Respect,
that
respect
at
for
all.
myself, but
I
I'm not
don't
gonna give
cheat.
you that energy either. I see
Exactly.
where you going
I
with it.
don't cheat at all now. You know what I'm saying? And I started that in a relationship that I knew I was getting out of.
Mm-hmm.
I still said, you know what? I'm going to start now because how would I ever know how to handle my man that's coming if I don't start treating this man right and giving him what he deserves?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, I just feel like that, like you said, what's the point of dating? I mean, and
But
then
it's the
the
point.
biggest, the heartbreak for me is kids.
Mm-hmm.
She'll say, forget the dude, and I'm missing your kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My kids is missing you. I don't have time for that. Like, just stay away from me when you knew my intentions was pure and yours wasn't.
And I think that's why God kept me single
Mm-hmm.
because I do have children.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I've been single for 2 years, and right before in August, no, it was right after my birthday. My birthday was in September. I went on my cruise in October. My son, I was just laying on the couch downstairs, and my oldest came downstairs. He was like, "Mom, you can have a boyfriend now," and literally turned around and walked upstairs. Like I wasn't talking about a boyfriend. I wasn't thinking about a boyfriend. I said,
He was tired of
"Sir,
yeah, he tired of you. He said, "Hey, touch you again."
I said I can have a boyfriend." He was like, "Yeah, as long as he treats you better than such and such."
I know that's right.
Yep.
That was my son's
Mm-hmm.
exact words to me.
Yeah.
And then for me to go meet this guy that was just like a knight in shining armor, like everything, like can't even explain what I experienced as this iPad open. I can't even explain what I can. I don't know.
Yeah.
It
It's a
was
spiritual thing.
like, yeah, like it was just she'll tell you, like everybody that knows me, I was already married to this man. Ain't even had sex with him. Nothing. In my mind, that was my man.
But
It
that's
be
how
like that.
Look,
It
with,
be like
that's
that.
how I was my husband before he was my husband. I had already went to God about him. I already said, God, this is my husband. Like I don't want nobody else. And I treated him like that, but it wasn't two sided. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't at first. You know what I'm saying? But look at God.
Yeah, like everything. Like I, in the middle of the night, between 3 and 6, I'm up praying for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I wouldn't send him prayers. Like I'm like, God woke me up to say this prayer, and I still do it. Even today, on my way here, I was like, every prayer that I've ever prayed, and I'm talking to God. Like every prayer that you ever had me pray for this man, I still stand behind. I still pray for him. I still do the same things that I was doing when we was talking every day. Just because you never know.
Okay, so I do have a question about that. So, like, I'm the type of person that feels like in order for me to pray for you, you had to touch my spirit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not just praying for the world that God already said is gonna selfish. I will hope to touch everybody's hands that I can and hope to make them a believer, but that's not a job I'm willing to take on. I do feel like you have to touch me in a certain way, and I don't need my body for me to want to pray for you. You
No,
know,
this meant when I tell you the intimacy that we had was no touching, no physical touch, no none of that.
but I'm saying, like, is this something that you just do, or was it just like a?
This is I've never experienced this. I've never this right here. I've never been through this with any other man ever in my life. Not even I thought I was in love with My last, what I feel for this person, don't even touch that.
Oh well, that's for a reason. That's like one of those
So,
things.
we don't even talk at all no more. We don't talk at all. There's no communication.
Oh, that's just probably because you're missing.
Really?
I'm saying maybe you should
No, I
get your
think
mind
that
off it and just like
No,
maybe.
it is. No, my mind is off of it now. Like I had to accept that, like because I kept asking God, like, what was the purpose of that? And what I got from that is He told me I was allowing you to see what you could have once you got yourself in order.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay, that makes
and
sense.
it may not even be with him, but God used him
separation.
Yeah,
to show me.
got it.
Because when I tell you, I never felt, I and never in my whole 36 years of living, I've never experienced this. And don't get it twisted. I still think about it. Say, y'all heard what I
Yeah.
just said like every day. But like, and I still like I be tempted to reach out, but I'm not gonna do that
Mm-mm.
because just like what he used to say with once upon a time I didn't know you. So that's where I'm at because I know that whatever it is that God has for me, He just sitting back chilling. But until God sit on my bed like this and say, "Hey, my homeboy trying to holler, at you. Come here."
Oh my God.
That's my
Pretty much.
homeboy over there trying to.
No, you don't know because y'all were entwined. Y'all were entwined, and when God, yeah, He will sing you signs. He will talk to your spirit, and He will let you know, and He will let that man know too. That man will come, but that's one thing. Like we got to stop going to go look for these men.
I ain't gonna look for nobody.
I
I'm
don't.
looking
I
for.
don't.
I
I.
wasn't
Okay.
looking for
I don't never look.
nobody.
I don't never look. Y'all know
Okay.
y'all find me.
Well, I'm talking
I
to
don't
the
look. I promise you. I don't look.
Either.
I'm talking
I
to
look.
I'm talking to the ones that's on here. If you're going to go look for men, stop looking for these men.
What's
It was
what's your
never.
name?
It was hold on. It was never meant for us to go find these men. It was
It says
for them to find her.
fine.
He who finds a wife finds
Finds
a
a
good
good thing.
thing.
A great thing.
Okay, so she says, I also feel like a lot of women are so insecure that they're quick to have a man around their children.
Now me, baby.
I can honestly say that as long as my husband and I have been separated, I have never had
A
a man around any of my children. Then she said women need to stop having random men around their children. If it doesn't work out, here comes another one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
that is very
that's
tribulations. I've
for
been there before. Like I said, I have my kids all
yeah.
favored by 22. So I mean, life happens. I would say now today, I definitely understand that, but do I beat myself up about it? I mean, no.
Don't
The
talk
whole
about the
thing, the
past.
whole thing about it for me is I might think I like you, but the way you react with them kids is gonna let me know if I really like you.
Exactly.
And that's pretty much what it is. It's like that's how it was, but that's not saying it was acceptable or that that's something that I will continuously do.
Right.
I have learned my lesson, but at the same time, yeah, you and your kids, I need to watch how you react with your kids.
Your kids. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
but you don't want to see mine no more. I learned my lesson.
That's why like my man real old because I want your kids to be mine.
I know too. I ain't lying, but I
Your
gotta
kids
calm
gotta
down
be
with
mine.
that.
Well, obviously me too, because I've been choosing the wrong ones chose me. But I don't have men around my kids. At all. I don't even have men at my house. Even if my kids aren't there, I don't even allow men to come to my house.
No, because they can always double back.
No, I don't give a guy's journey to be double back because I got something to put in that behind.
Yeah,
But like I just don't like, and it's just this is my kid's safe space. I don't know what, and this is just I don't let anybody come to my house for her because I don't even know what demons you're carrying.
Yeah, period.
Because you can leave, but that demon's sitting right on my shoulder because you done brought it in my house.
I'm trying to.
So I'm very cautious of who I even have around my kids outside of my house too.
Yes.
Like I haven't even been on. I've been on 3 dates in 2 years. 3.
Okay, this is good because this is so good, and and before I even read this, I'm gonna say that I was guilty of this. I'm just grateful that God has had mercy and that He had made it come together because I am very guilty of this. She said, I think that that's a huge problem for us as women. We make men our husband before they are confirmed from the Most High. Now I'm in a spiritual marriage bound that I'm not supposed to be in. Your job is to be fruitful and multiply. You can be 80 and God still let you have a kid. That is true.
That's true.
That is so true.
But I ask this question though. So when people say, let me say this and I'll say this. Naturally, I'm a nurturer. Naturally, I'm going to take care of you. That's just natural.
That's me too.
So if I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna give you wife, because that's who I am.
That's why you don't deserve it. That's why they don't
So
deserve it.
that's why I'm still single because I know what I give. I know what I bring. I
That's
bring the whole table, the house, the food, the everything that goes on.
Okay,
I bring
stop
that
playing.
already.
They
So
clean it
when
up
you
after.
come, you hear? So when you come, you gotta come 100%.
That's what they
I'm
say.
not,
Why buy the cow if you get the milk for free?
baby.
Say that.
You
again.
already
And that's
giving
why,
it to
Say
them.
that.
right? And so that's why I thank you, God. I tell you this every day. I thank you for keeping me and healing me and changing me because, oh my God, the conversation that I had with God is really what we're talking about because, like I said, temptation. I just told God it's easy for me to call somebody and be like, "Come on, I just need that." It's easy. It's so easy to do that.
And I always hang up. I'm like, what was I doing last night?
Listen, I don't even
need that.
I don't even answer it. Like I won't even answer it. But I know who I am and I know what I bring to the table. I'm not gonna give you half ass, so I can't even deal with you.
If you come in half,
because you already know you coming half ass because I can tell if all you want is the cookie. So first thing I do when I meet any man, God show me what they want. Show me their purpose in my life. What I just told you.
Keep your eyes open, your legs closed.
And as soon as you tell them, and as soon as you, oh, you hear me? And as soon as you tell them, oh, I don't want to have sex with you, like this ain't that. Oh, now they mad at you. Oh, so that's all you want from me? Because it's more to me than just that.
That's all they want for you because they don't know nothing else. They don't know anything else. They didn't even get a chance to get to know you. They already trying to just throw their little community penis around.
I'm trying to tell you, but
to get to know
don't
you.
let you be sober. You know what I'm saying? They always want to be in your face. Oh, I got snuck. Oh yeah, baby, I got to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm a girl that got a bag. I don't want to drink. What do you have to offer? Okay. What you got? Weed? I got my own weed.
Can I hand you my rent? Can I hand you my lease?
You want to get up and get
Can I hand you my water?
Sunday? That's what I want to
listen. But for real, you don't even have to go to church. Let's have Bible studies. Let me know what you know about God.
What is your relationship with God? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. That's what I want to know. How intimate are you with Him? That's really hey. That's really what I want to know. Like because sex is so easy to get. When I tell you sex is the reason why I was so stuck.
So it's a bondage.
Me too. I just got out of something like that. I ain't worried about that.
I just thank God. Listen, let me tell y'all something. It took me praying. It took me fasting. It took me surrendering myself. It took me putting my foot down, letting my husband know that he is not before God. God comes first, then him. I had to make it be known, make sure that he understood that. It took all of that for God to be like, okay, it's going on. I'm going to have mercy on you. Yes. I'm going to have mercy on you. I'm going to have mercy on your soul. Y'all is in a good predicament because y'all ain't married yet, which means that y'all still got a chance to wait for God to send you your husband. A lot of times we're too impatient. We see something and then we just be like, oh yeah, I'm going, yeah. Mm-hmm. Because somebody could just come and approach you. They just come approach you, like you said, they smell good, they look good. They got God. They can even got money. They got a good job. Fucking go ahead. So I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, double common, you know, double and sheep clothing, you know what I'm saying? And so you just gotta trust. You have to trust God and you just have to
things that came to my house. Just like that.
Right. God, I don't want him tall, bald headed, and black.
No, I don't care about him being tall, bald headed, and black. I care about him being a man of God with integrity and who love you first. A man who comes to you for everything because they come to you for everything. I mean, I gotta come to you in order to get to them. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people should be wanting nowadays. That's what they should be praying for nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just, you know what I'm saying, have a body in the house. Yeah. Somebody to help them to pay a bill. Somebody that got a status because you could say, "Oh, this is my man. I'm on his arm."
But you want to tell you this? I don't want my husband to live with me.
I'm starting to feel like that too. I'm not gonna lie.
Because like I don't like people being in my space like that. Sometimes I just want to be by myself. Like I want him to have his own house. I want to be able to come spend the night at his house. Look, my auntie and her man been together 6 years. 60 years.
I don't think that's
probably not 60 years. No, that's what I want.
I mean, that's what you want now, but I don't think that's what you want.
I
feel in my spirit.
I can't my kid's dad living
Listen
with
to
me.
what I'm saying. I feel in my spirit that when God give you your soulmate, where y'all equally yoked, I feel like y'all gonna be right under each other. And he's not gonna get on your nerves. Y'all gonna love it. Y'all gonna love being together. Y'all gonna love doing stuff together.
I can't wait.
That's what I feel. I feel like that living separately, stuff like that, that's not gonna be your
Open
destiny.
up room for.
You're going to want this man, and he's gonna want you just as much as you want him. It's not gonna be one sided. It's not. It's gonna be two sided. As much as you want him, he's gonna want you too. As much as you climb over for him, he's gonna climb over for him, and y'all gonna meet right in the middle. Everything is gonna be when God send you your husband. Ain't nobody gonna be able to tell y'all nothing, nothing. And I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it for both of y'all. I cannot wait for God to send y'all. I want to go pick mine myself.
I know that's
I
right.
mean, he came to me. No, that ain't right. But because God is so good and merciful, He made it right.
Yeah.
You know, it was so wrong. I should have waited on God from the get go because I would have been. It would have been so many heartbreaks that I did not have to have.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It would have been so much stuff that I didn't, and him too, because I'm not the easiest either.
See, but you didn't know, so.
But I didn't know. So when you know better, you do better. And I'm not
Exactly.
saying that y'all is in a better predicament because y'all are not married. God will bring you somebody, baby, and when He bring you somebody, you going to know it ain't gonna be no second guessing. You're not gonna need nobody to tell you nothing.
What did I have?
The aunt's on here or something. Watch this.
An auntie?
My mama.
Well,
This is something.
on here.
Evangelist? Evangelist who?
Evangelist player.
Oh, I don't think she
I need to send a message to my girl. Let me get a.
Okay, so no, we could go ahead and make it be done. Cause she got to go get her kids. But listen, I just want to say that it was very, very good to have you on here. The conversation tonight was amazing. Um, you're more than welcome to come back again in the near future whenever you feel like you're ready. Give it up to all our
Everybody who
yes,
interacted, all of our
give it up to
viewers.
y'all. Y'all were great today.
Yeah.
Thank you for your perspective. Thank you for
The feedback.
Thank you for sharing this.
Yes.
Not too late. It's not too late to share. Thank you for sharing this. And I just want to tell you that it's been great having you on. We really enjoyed this. This is our first night, y'all, Wednesday story time, and I ain't gonna lie, I liked it.
I do too.
I like it.
What
So,
are we doing?
I like it. So we're gonna come back, hopefully
Yes.
with another guest. And until next time, as y'all already know, live in peace.
And as y'all go about y'all day, remember to smile, boo, because it look good on you.
Peace out.